What's up, guys? It's almost July, the time of recording, which is crazy to me because this whole year is just flying by. This month, pretty hot for film releases and TV shows and stuff like that. July is coming up with some more exciting stuff on all streaming services, theaters, and on TV alike. I'm going to talk about what I'm the most excited to watch, my top 10 most anticipated shows and films of July 2022. Once we're done with the list, be sure to comment below what you're most excited for. The animated DC films that we usually get have been pretty good. And League of Super Pets, while it's not at all like the Justice League animated films and all the stuff that, the DCAU we once had, League of Super Pets does look delightful. It actually looks really fun and probably going to be super funny. I think comedy is going to be a big part of the story. Of course, we have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart in starring roles as voice actors here. So how could you not love them together? It looks like a very fun way to tell a story about DC heroes that we know and love, but instead of them, it's about their pets. It's creative, probably going to be pretty family friendly and fun. I'm hoping that they get some good adult humor thrown in there. I'm hoping that it does tell a good story. It could be a charming story. It's not like needing to go see day one, but League of Super Pets looks like just a good time. So I will definitely be checking it out at some point. Still don't really know exactly what Nope is about, but it's got some pretty weird stuff going on in the sky, some UFO stuff. Should be very unnerving. I'm really looking forward to seeing this story unfold. Jordan Peele proved over the last few years that he knows how to be a very interesting, creative horror director, telling a very cool story that is sometimes both chilling and unnerving, but also could be very fun and has something to say. Nope is very mysterious. We've got some great actors starring in there. It looks like it could be fun and then could really switch it up and be very messed up potentially. Nope is coming out in July, and I'm just excited to see what's going on with this film. Tuca and Birdie, I loved season 1 on Netflix, and then unfortunately they canceled it. And then it took some time, but Adult Swim picked it up, and I'm glad they did because this animated comedy is really, really fun. It's kind of a delightful show, but it tells a really mature story in the most enjoyable and fun way possible. It's an animated show. It follows two women who are birds, everyone's animals and stuff, right? So Tuca and Birdie. Ali Wong and Tiffany Haddish are just so much fun. Like their voices and their dialogue and their chemistry, you feel it even though it's just voice acting of birds. I really loved what they did with it in both season 1 and 2 because Tuca and Birdie tells a story about growing up, about being mature, talk about mental health in there, actually, anxiety and depression, talking about relationships, falling in love and dating and jobs and finding yourself. It's deep, but it's fun. Wacky, it's kind of crazy sometimes. And season 3 is coming out. Really just can't wait to see where they go with it. I don't really know anything about the premise per se, but I don't need to because Tuca and Birdie, seasons 1 and 2, like I said, they did a great job with telling actually interesting, mature stories in a really hilarious and approachable animated series about birds. Vengeance is a new film that looks like it's going to be really fun. Really excited to see this story unfold about a radio host who is talking about a murder. At first he doesn't think anything of it. He's actually just going to pay respects to someone who he was once hooking up with. We don't know for sure if there's really a murder, but that is what is going to be solved. But I'm talking about it in a serious way. But no, this film is funny. It looks like it's going to be dark comedy, maybe a little satirical. We get a story about this guy who goes to Texas. He is told that it might have been a murder and trying to solve that mystery, doing a little radio show, but it's all looks like it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be an emotional story as well, talking about this guy and his relationship with the people and what it meant to him. It's a different kind of film, and I think that it looks like it's going to be just very entertaining. And I think the heart of Texas and some satire about it should probably be really enjoyable in Vengeance. One series that I don't know a lot of people who talk about it on Netflix is Control Z, maybe because it is an international show, but I had no problem watching it completely in Spanish. I don't really watch shows in other languages, but I really enjoyed Control Z season 1 and 2 alike. So this show is pretty intense we've got a group of high schoolers, run-of-the-mill at first story about high schoolers and drama within their, relationships, who's sleeping with who's actually gay, this and that. But then it gets darker and darker as it goes. Control Z sees these characters trying to discover who is a hacker, because some sort of hacker always is like the reason why everyone's getting exposed. People are using the internet and this show to their full advantage to do malicious things. Social media, the show is about social media being used that way, and it's very realistic in some ways. I mean, obviously a lot of it is exaggerated, but it's a pretty interesting drama. The story is definitely compelling, definitely gets pretty dark. Some people kill people, and season 2 ends on a nice little cliffhanger. It's high school, these kids are graduating, and now things are looking pretty dark because they're the reason for an accident. There's blood on people's hands, but how are they going to get through this? Control Z season 3 is coming out in July, and it's going to follow up on that cliffhanger ending of season 2, which I really enjoyed. Can't wait for this. It's apparently going to be the final season of this series. And if you guys don't know it yet, go check it out. I think it's very interesting. Really keeps you on the edge of your seat. I'm always excited for more Grownish. Blackish has ended this year, and Grownish feels like it could have ended, but season 5 is still coming out this month in July. That is, it's going to be different, and I'm skeptical because I was so hooked from the start on season 1 of Grownish, liking it more than Blackish, to be honest. Even though I always enjoyed Blackish, I just liked the college story. I liked Zoe and her relationship with their friends. The cast was awesome. I mean, so much fun. A lot of great stories, and all good things come to an end. We're losing most of the main cast going into season 5 now. Season 4 was the graduation time, and unfortunately, going into the new season next month, we're not gonna get Luca, Sky, Jazz, Anna, Nomi. It's crazy that we're not gonna have these main characters. But who knows when they'll pop up again one day. I don't know. I feel like potentially the writers have ideas to keep this whole series moving, even though Blackish ended and stuff. Like Grownish could continue. But the new season is going to be refreshing because we're going to get some new casts and new characters. Hopefully they will be as good, both in terms of just humor and actual character development and stories. I don't know. Grownish is just a fun show to me, but I think it does a good job many times telling good stories about college life. It really nails everything in the college experience, being away from home and adapting and being responsible. It goes into sex and relationships, drugs, people partying all the time, people not liking where they ended up, people trying to find themselves. What jobs do they get? I think it's a solid show. Though last season missed the mark a lot in the writing because sometimes I felt like it was filler stuff. But hopefully season 5 does a good job with Junior now going to college. That could be fun. I love that character. And we're still going to see Zoe and Aaron and what their relationship means for one another now that they've moved on and stuff. And it should be a very different approach to the series. Might almost feel like a new show in some ways. I'm not sure. I'm excited, but a little skeptical. Chris Pratt is starring in a new Amazon Prime series called The Terminalists. So basically, these Navy SEALs find out that there are some pretty dark things going on and people are coming after them. They're ambushed on a covert mission. Some new evidence starts to come to light and stuff. See the kind of mystery that unfolds within the governments and what the Navy, what they find out, who these terrorists are and stuff like that. This series looks very action-packed, and I think that it looks like it could be delivering a good story. So keep your eyes on The Terminalist this month. It's coming out on July 1st. Coming out on July 8th, Blackbird is a new Apple TV Plus series that looks very good. This drama is starring Taron Egerton as somebody who was put into prison and finds out that potentially freedom is achievable. However, he would have to go into a much darker area of the prison and start to get close with a serial killer, a very disturbing individual who I guess the law enforcement's trying to find out more information, and they want Taron Egerton's character to go in there, infiltrate it without being known, and make his way over and become friends. And it's a pretty cool concept. The show looks like it's going to explore some maximum security prison stuff, which is always exciting to me, in my opinion. I love that kind of story. I love seeing the darker sides of a serious prison in a show or film. I think that he's a good actor, so Taron Egerton in that role should be pretty good. I love the premise. It's a very interesting idea of an unlikely alliance to actually backstab to, get answers and to eventually get freedom for our main guy and to put this allegedly disgusting criminal away for good, So keep your eyes on Blackbird. Apple TV is really on fire with new stuff lately. The Gray Man is a new Netflix film coming out in July, and apparently it's got like the biggest budget that a Netflix film has had. It is a huge action movie and something that I think you guys should have on your radar. Basically about a CIA mercenary being hunted down by some assassins because of some information and knowledge he has, some dark things going on. And this film looks very action-packed. Naturally, the Russo brothers are also directing it, so they've proven they know how to make great action movies. We get Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans starring alongside one another, as well as Ana de Armas, so some great talent in there. Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling are going to have some pretty fun chemistry based on what we've seen in the small amounts of trailers so far. This movie's going to be really fun, and I'm very excited to see what it's all about. Thor: Love and Thunder. I don't really think I need to tell you why I'm excited for it. It is the next MCU film. Thor: Love and Thunder is coming back with Taika Waititi's directing from Thor Ragnarok, meaning it's going to be funny. It's going to be fun, vibrant, and energetic. Thor Ragnarok delivered in so many ways, and Love and Thunder looks like it's really following up on that. It seems like it's going to be somewhat of a Guardians of the Galaxy sequel, kind of bridging the gap maybe as we make our way to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 next year. Thor is going for a new journey in his life. He's had some great character development over the MCU, and I'm excited to see the continuation of that and passing the mantle on to Jane. I don't know how that's going to be, but I'm excited to see Natalie Portman again, Thor and Korg and Meek, Valkyrie. We've got new gods. We've got the Greek gods here, which is really interesting. I'm excited to see that pantheon and how that plays in with the whole narrative. All these gods lead to Gore the God Butcher. Christian Bale looks amazing in this film from what we've seen so far. He's a great actor, and I'm really pumped to see this villain. I feel like he's going to be really good. I think this movie's going to be super fun and funny, but also probably going to have some pretty awesome moments and emotional weight. We'll see where they go with Thor's story, because like I said, it's just been a great journey for him. Those are 10 TV shows or TV seasons and films that I'm really excited to watch in July. What are you guys looking forward to watching? Let me know in the comments below. Let's have a conversation. Consider subscribing for some more content like this, because I made a video like this going into June. I also have a new video talking about games that I'm excited for the rest of the year. Plans to talk about other shows and movies as well, like when Thor: Love and Thunder comes out, and also when The Boys wraps up. Definitely want to make some videos talk about those things. It's what we do on this channel, talk about what I love. I appreciate your time here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys all in the next video.